Hi Drito, it's Thursday the 26th of November 2020. Today you are at UCL. In fact, you ran just over 12 kilometers to get here. And how did you get in? Obviously because of COVID restrictions you need a pass. Well, you started at MRS here 2 months ago. Just ran a 5k with Sam at Regent's Park, which is the background you can see behind me. He's doing a PhD in exoplanets in the astrophysics department at UCL too, so we're going for runs every couple of weeks. Back to what I'm doing, well, that is a MRes, as I mentioned before, Masters in Research at the Institute of Health Informatics in Artificial Intelligence for Medical Research. The true research starts next term. This term is a bit of prep, a few courses that you need to take, a bit of Python, a bit of data science, a bit of actual medicine in health data science, and journal club has been really good as well, so that's reading a lot of academic papers and discussing them with the fellow cohort and some experts in the field. Not too intensive, definitely less intensive than my first term of undergrad was, but of course everything is remote too, so I actually don't need to go in at all. The project I am going to be working on is on machine vision in keyhole brain surgery. As I continuously do the research from January onwards, I'll definitely get a better understanding of it and give you an update then. The real question is, however, why have I chosen to do a second master's? First, I'd like to say that the previous 2 years that I've had working at a financial institution as a software developer have been really good. I learned loads about programming, loads about the industry, financial products, in particular commodity derivatives, but also just about working at a company as well. And being in your early 20s in London is pretty good, with very good pay, I have to say. And I actually even got promoted in June, I think officially, and that was good pay bump, good bonus. I cannot complain at all about my job. However, I also miss the academic side of things too. Even though it's constant learning, I learned a lot of C++, Python, financial stuff, but that structured learning is something I missed. Over the last couple of days, I've actually been recataloguing a lot of my previous videos, and through that I rewatched probably about 100 of them, and it showed my youthfulness and my drive to achieve getting into university, passing each individual year. And of course Cambridge was a special time that I cannot replicate, but I'm hoping this master's year will also reignite that flame of academic achievement. Perhaps it's a very shonen protagonist sort of thing. I have been watching a lot of Haikyuu and Attack of Titan recently, but that goal that you want to achieve is something that I don't think I've had while working. Maybe I'll hate it, maybe I'll go back into finance later, but maybe this will lead on to something else too. There's no real harm in trying to do something different. Outside of this, I turned 25 and thankfully was able to make it to a pub since the lockdown restrictions were a bit lower during that period of time. And for the first 3 months of 2020, life was actually normal. I mentioned in my previous video stories from 2019 that I had started dating a lot more, and I continued to do so in the early months of 2020, successfully, if I may add, but of course I had to stop because of the lockdown. Hopefully, if the vaccine comes out within the next 6 months, I can continue that later, but that is pretty much it. See you in the near future, Drito.